Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome back to another video. I want to talk about, well, something that is worrying me a little bit about the future of Raid in terms of what we are receiving as players in terms of the guaranteed summoning events. What am I talking about? So you saw a couple of days ago we had the guaranteed for Maneater, right? Guaranteed for Maneater was for 40 void shards, and it wasn't only the only guaranteed. We had lots of guarantees recently in the past couple of months, but none of them were legendaries. The last guaranteed we had, guys, was all the way back to May 2023, and it was Alsgore. And I mean, who cares about Alsgore? We want to see some good champions again, Plarium. So let's have a look at this infographic that I've edited and made it look a little bit prettier than last time. This was originally made by Chosen, but Chosen hasn't been uploading that much. So I took the liberty to do it myself and update it and make it a little bit, you know, with my own flair. So let's have a look. So we started getting all the way back in 2021. We started getting the guaranteed. It was for 150, you know, ancients, and then 15 sacreds. And it took a while for us to get these going, but it seemed like something that Plarium wanted to introduce into the game as something to give back to the players who are saving up their shards. Okay, we had lots of different ones, even Vizier, who is a great clan boss champion, although not so much used anymore. He still has many uses if you don't have the conventional and killable or block damage teams. Very strong champions introduced. After that, we had some good void ones in terms of epics with Godseeker and Eerie and Shamael around, I think, the time that the Hydra was introduced, 2021, wasn't it? And then they featured many other champions as time passed, with the first void legendary offered in April 2022 for 90 voids. Okay, pretty good, I would say. Riho is definitely a solid champion. Multiple debuffs, cleanse, very strong. We even had Cisia Flametongue for 12 sacreds. That is quite low now that I'm seeing it. Then we had Cadrafon. We even had the next void legendary one in August in 2022 for 80 voids. That was actually quite low. Then October 2022, just a couple of months later, going in with some epics after that, some legendaries with Elva Autumnborn for 20 sacreds. And then the next time we had a sacred one since November 2022 was April 2023, so 5 months later. April is the 4th month, so maybe 6 months, we want to say later, we had the Mishinagi. But in between, we had 3 separate void legendary ones for 110 shards. And then after that, Plarium decided to start going crazy with the epics. We had so many epics, which makes me think, all right, is this something that Plarium is doing intentionally to get people to spend their voids in low amounts as they're going? So we had the Mytha for 25, which is quite low, 25 for Godseeker and Eerie, 30 for Akemtum, which we already had Akemtum so early. I think this, yeah, I need to correct this date here, but Akemtum, we had him so early in July 2023. Then going in again July 2023 with Wyrenon, White Dryad Nia, and then Stag Knight in August 2023, Seer and Maneater in September of 2023. 2 great champions, by the way, Seer and Maneater, but there's no chance of free to play, not even mid spender, I'm gonna say, can pick up Seer and Maneater in the same month. So somebody must have made a decision there. And I think this is what Plarium is doing to get people to spend their saved up shards immediately, so they don't want them to be keeping them up. Is this because maybe we'll have something here, something in the next couple of months before 2023 is over? Is it gonna be another void? Is it gonna be another legendary? We don't know, but it's been May until now. It's what, 5 months at least, right? It's October today, so it's 5 months. I think it's a pretty long time to wait for a legendary one, and I wonder if they just totally scrap the idea. They don't want to be giving out legendary champions anymore, and they think it's better to introduce these smaller epic ones so that they get players to deplete their voids immediately. Although you wouldn't get the the bigger players out there, the veterans, to actually spend anything, because I didn't spend anything for any of these epics, but I did spend to get Mishinagi. And Chagor and Ailil, I didn't get Supreme Kill. I got from a shard. I think me personally, I did get I think I got Duodan because I didn't have him. I think I got Turvolt. Didn't get Necmo, Ragash, and Cadraphon. CCI I had. I think I had Riho already, so I didn't bother with this one. And I think I went for Archbishop. Wow, did I do so few of the guaranteed ones myself? I did go for Countess Lix, didn't go for Healer, that was too much for me. I got Lady Kimmy. Okay, that was certain. I got her. I had Vizier already. I think I went for Genshin. So, yeah, these were very close, by the way. November. These were very close together. Very, very interesting on how they think on going on with these events. I'm not gonna say we're never gonna have another legendary one. I don't think it's possible that they're gonna go ahead and just forget about it, because we did have a huge break in 2022. I think it was 2022. We had November, yeah, November. Then the next one for Sacreds was April. So it was a big break. It was a big break, but they went ahead and did a completely different event than usual for Mishinagi, which wasn't necessarily 20 Sacreds. It was 10,000 points in a tournament. This was a very specific one. So I think we might get something before the end of the year. So it might be like a warning for you guys to start collecting up your shards and don't go for big summons big summon events that are coming in. We'll probably have something for Halloween that might force you to pull shards, maybe another fusion. We'll probably have something for Black Friday, so have that in mind. And then Christmas for sure, something is gonna have. In between, there's gonna be fusions and stuff to make you pull your shards. So if there is a guaranteed, it's gonna be before the end of the year. I don't know exactly when. Will we ever have, though, a guaranteed for primals, from primals? I don't think so. I don't think they'll go that far so quickly. Primals are very, very, very difficult to acquire, and they want players to be using them for guaranteeds only if it's a little bit reasonable. But primal shards are not reasonable at all, even after the reduction in price that they did. Like I'm not sure if you've seen it, but if my last video where I mentioned that they were basically reducing the ratio of the pricing. It used to be 5 for 50, now it's 7 for 50. Not that this is a good price, but it's better. For spenders, I don't think the spenders will still gonna go for these. Do I have any over it right now? This one's for $5, so they already dropped so low in terms of their pricing. This is the lowest I've seen them, right? $5 per is still not worth it for me. Still not worth it for me. And they haven't introduced them yet in these mix packs. So it makes me think that the primal shards will take quite a bit of time to come out. If there's ever a primal shard guaranteed, it's gonna be after the introduction of the new PvE that they've been hinting, right? Which is gonna be here, probably the Great Void or something. Okay, let's say this gives you an immense amount of primals compared to before, where right now we get one every 3 to 4 weeks through the Hydra and getting the first position on the Hydra, by the way. The Great Void, will this be the answer to get more primals and then maybe sneakily introduce mythical guarantees? I don't know. I don't think also we have enough champions for mythicals just yet. I think it's gonna be something for 2024 for sure. Maybe the second half of 2024 if we ever see a guaranteed for mythicals again. So this is just speculation, just to bring you guys again into your thoughts. All the guarantees we had in the past. Made this infographic. I will be updating it as we get more and more. And just if you see any dates here or numbers for the shards and you think it's wrong, please leave it down below in the comments, because I do want to keep an updated record and have it also look pretty, you know. So might as well have you guys, if you are more knowledgeable, leave it down below as a comment. I'll read it through and correct it for the next time I do this, which I'll try to do these videos every time we get like a guaranteed, even if it's for an epic or a rare. I definitely know that we didn't just have Cold Heart as a rare. I think we had an apothecary one, but I think it was very limited to new players only. It was very low for again something like 7 or 10 ancient shards. It was very low, but I cannot remember the date that was. But yeah, Cold Heart definitely was a very interesting guaranteed way back, and I think some of these guarantees need to be more consistent. So yeah, you know, for seven voids getting a Cold Heart, even now if you do this, even if you did this once a month, I still think players would spend for it. Like new players would think Cold Heart, would know Cold Heart is a good one because we would be hyping those up. Because it's true. I mean, if one of all of this is worth the shards, it's gonna be Cold Heart, right? Anyway, guys, this was the video. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, by the way, and I'll see you next one. See ya.